sometimes in a dream you forget your real life? You have a completely different story and friends that don't exist in the real world. Kind of a vague alternate continuity that exists just in your dream. Well, this was like that, to a factor of 10. I'm not a teacher, my name's not even Chris. But the more time I spent in the dream world, the more my real life began to fade from my mind and the dream world expanded. My history there became more detailed, fleshing out more in my mind with each passing second. I was an instructor for an order of sorcerers that taught people how to use magic. We all lived in a giant stone castle that felt more like a dungeon, dark and a little creepy at night. Everyone there is so good at falling in line and buying the same velocity, but I've been reading this book, the Veritas Chronicles. It's ancient and it has the secrets of the whole universe written inside. It's like it knows who I am, everything about me. And I've been reading it, studying it, trying to figure it out. Like any other night, I take it to my quarters and stay up late, burning through candles, trying to get a grip on this thing. I'm convinced it's the truth, even if no one else agrees with me. The evidence is just too overwhelming. This book is the real deal. It's pretty exciting, actually, getting a glimpse into the nature of reality, pulling back the curtain and finding out what's really there. The night flies by and I don't even notice how tired I am, except for the usual weight of the curse I've been feeling for weeks. But I'll get to that in a minute. Now, I was wired with enthusiasm. Another exciting night of research and discovery. But then I came across something I didn't want to discover. A prophecy. The words jumped out at me, echoing in my mind from some supernatural source.
The reckoning is near. Your city is doomed. People consumed. Run, for destruction comes quickly.
At this point, Chris experiences a vision of a giant. This will just all be told through sound effects and music. A giant storm made of fire coming closer and closer, that burning everything and everyone into ash. People are screaming. Fireballs are falling everywhere. Explosions. Wood splintering. Stone crumbling as buildings fall apart into flames. The music sounds and screams crescendo until they are abruptly cut off, replaced with silence. Until...
Run, Christopher. Run.
Chris falls out of his chair, frantic. The hurried music starts up again. Oh, spirits, preserve me. Chris scrambles to gather supplies. There's a knock on the door. Do, do, do.
Christopher? I was on rounds tonight and heard a noise in here. Have you been up all night? What are you doing?
Packing. I have to go, Kafan.
Where? What are you... You have disciples to instruct in a few hours.
Destructive in a few hours.
Well, depending on what you're
Well, let me tell you.
You're wrong.
That's right. All right. I can't stay here anymore. This city is going to be destroyed.
By who? Apoleia's defenses are impenetrable.
All right, let's go with Apoleia's.
Apoleia's defenses are impenetrable. How?
Curse, it's got to be connected.
Christopher, you're making me nervous. I want to help you.
I want to help you. Come with me, Kafan.
Come with you? I don't even know where you're going or why.
I just told you why. Listen, meet me by the city gates in 10 minutes.
They won't let you pass through at this hour, and the Circle of Mages spent 3 weeks on the enchantment protecting those gates. You may as well plan to dig through a mountain. And what about your wife and your children?
The music suddenly subsides, and everything slows down for a moment. I met with Tiana this morning, or yesterday. She said if I ever spoke to her of the Chronicles again, it would be the last time we speak.
Oh, Christopher, can this really be worth all of that? Please, tell me, what is this about?
There's no time. I'll explain everything outside the gates, but we have to go now.
All right. I'll follow as soon as I can.
And bring anyone with that you meet along the way. We've all got to leave before the storm arrives. Chris runs, there's a music interlude.
I remember this now, that part of the story, this character, Kafan.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
it's
connection.
his pliable.
Yeah, he ends up following.
Yes, yeah. And Kafan was actually taken from, I think it's the Hebrew word for
Ben.
to bend.
Hey, look at you.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like really impressed.
I
It's
could've
like,
left it,
dude,
too.
I'm so glad you're
Studying
here.
the
Your
Hebrew.
insight's going to be
See,
awesome.
I felt the pressure of
You
that.
should have just said yes.
Why?
I knew that.
See, I heard the pressure in the voice, and if you asked me something later, then I'd be really stupid.
But yeah, that was like the bend or being
Pliable.
pliable, yeah.
Yes.
Because I think the word for pliable was like, or whatever. It just was lame, didn't work for a name. All right, okay, so narration. It was too early for stable hands to be up, but I couldn't wait to find a horse. I couldn't wait for anything. The most I had time to grab included a handful of bread and cheese, a skin of water, and the book. I knew more than anything that if I was going to survive what was coming, it would only be thanks to the Veritas Chronicles.
Halt! Who goes there?
I'm Christopher Pilgrim. I need to get through that gate.
It's not yet sunup, citizen. You should be at home. The gate will be open in a few hours.
No, please. And there's a curse effect. Weird string noises. I don't know what it's going to be, but it was something weird. Chris falls to his knees.
Hey, are you all right?
Christopher.
Christopher Pilgrim back.
He's going, interlude, a little bit past the time. Now we're with Chris. That's right, yeah. What is that? That's Peter and the Wolf, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, so now Chris is struggling on the road. He's being weighed down by this curse. Keep going. Keep going.
Wait, I'm looking this up. Vanger, a woodsman, friendly and unassuming, not preachy, but genuinely cares about her. And speaking the truth.
And we're going to pronounce it Vanger.
Vanger. Vanger. Okay. Are you okay?
Stops. He sits on the side of the road, just kind of recovering now. Who are you?
My name is Vanger.
Christopher Pilgrim. Good to meet you, sir.
I take it you live in
Apoleia.
I take it you live in Apoleia.
Yes. Well, no. Not anymore, I suppose. But until this morning, I was in the Circle of Mages.
Student of magic. I should have guessed from the book you're carrying. I used to study magic myself, but found I wasn't up to the task. Mastering the mystic arts always seemed impossible the way it was taught to me.
It's not all that complicated.
You don't think so? Maybe you can try and explain it to me.
Really? All right. Well, I have to warn you that my views on magic differ significantly from my colleagues.
How so?
Until recently, I believed, as others do, that magic is connected to our will without a higher structure governing its outcome. I believe that magic is what you make it, and that each may use their naturally mystical powers as they see fit without negative outcome, without cost. Now, this is partially true. Magic is a wonderful gift that we have been given a measure of control over. We have learned to draw out mystic energies through carefully developed spell forms, verbal recitation, physical gestures, the manipulation of components. But the magic itself does not come from within us, not ultimately. All magic stems from the Absolute, the first and ultimate being.
Uh-huh. So you're a religious man.
Honestly, I don't know. The church has made devastating mistakes and betrayed our trust. But she is not synonymous with the Veritas Chronicles. They stand on their own.
So what does that make you?
I don't know. Man after the truth, wherever it leads me. And so far, the evidence for the Chronicles has been compelling.
And what do the Chronicles say of magic?
That the Absolute has infused us with it, and our power to use it corresponds to our reflection of His essence. In other words, the more our lives and thoughts reflect the Absolute, the more power we are infused with. But if we do not acknowledge and draw power from the Absolute, we draw instead on our own reserves, our eternal essence. We may feel powerful as we depend on our own strength and serve our own desires, but I believe it is a path that slowly cripples us.
That sounds almost like a moral component.
Oh, it is. And it is the chief component. Actions and thoughts that mirror the nature of the Absolute produce the most powerful magic, though it is often less visible or immediate. Kavan, you're going the wrong way. That leads back...
Back home, Christopher, to sanity and intelligent thinking. You can go play make-believe without me.
Gets out of the water and walks away. Kavan, stop! Please! Wait for me to get out. We can talk about this. Kavan! I'm sick. It's pushing me down. Yeah, that'll sound much better in the final product.
For over 300 years, one story has captured the imagination of millions. One mythical journey has never been more real. A solitary life perseveres on the quest for truth. And though he travels alone, we stand at his side, for his story is our story.
This book contains the secrets of the universe. I'm cursed by a dark power that drains the life from me. That's why I must get to the Mystic City, where the Absolute can purge my curse and recreate me. It's the only way I'll survive.
Do you think of yourself as religious?
I don't know. I'm a man after the truth, wherever it leads me.
Religion is complicated and convoluted. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
You'll run into many paths near this one while traveling. They'll be crooked and wide.
You have to learn to discern the truth. Sharpen your mind and do not be deceived.
A storm made of fire is coming, and this city will be destroyed.
There's a dark power at work here. This place is called the Swamp of Dread Gloom.
If you keep going this way, you'll have swords at your throat, dragons at your back, and in the end, death.
The choice is yours, Christopher. It has always been yours.
Spirit Blade Productions presents a reimagining of the classic tale by John Bunyan, Pilgrim's Progress. The quest begins at spiritblade.net.